Hey, everybody.
Hi.
You seeing us now?
Jane, are you still there?
Let me look and see what's going on.
Scoot your chair.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's see what's.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here. Hmm? We should be on. Why are we not on, people? There we are. No. As everybody can see, we're not on the patio. It's just too hot outside.
Oh, I see us. There we are. All right.
Right. How's everybody doing?
We're a little early.
We're a little early. We're a little early.
Let's see. Turn this thing.
BB, hi. I know we're a little early tonight, folks.
Yeah. We're just anxious.
We just wanted to say hi to everybody, and it's just too darn hot today. We wanted to do this on the patio, but it is so hot, and the no-see-ums out there will eat you up.
That's right. Boy, and you can't hardly even breathe out there.
No, I walk outside and I sound like Darth Vader. So, let's see.
Why am I not seeing this?
619 people in the chat.
No.
That's the clock.
It's the clock.
It's the time.
You do that all the time.
I do that all the time. So, I'm glad BB joined us, and Mom.
And your mama. Hi.
Hey, Mom, are you seeing us yet? You getting it on the iPad? You got it? I hope so.
Is she there?
I got no fun. Storming here. Cooling off tomorrow here. Storming. It has rained and stormed here for like 2 or 3 weeks. And when it finally stopped, it is so humid and hot, BB. It's miserable here. We tried to do some filming at the boat ramp today. And it was just so miserable we couldn't do it.
No. We watched a poor old guy.
This is so sad.
Oh, he went down there with his little boy and his wife.
Speak up.
He went down there with his little boy and his wife, and he backed his boat in, and it wouldn't start. And his little boy, he was already with his little cap on, sitting in his lap.
His life vest.
His life vest. They were
doing it right.
It wouldn't start. His stupid boat wouldn't start. We felt so bad for him.
I tried to help him a little, but I was really, in the end, I was no help, just comfort.
Well, as we were leaving, Tommy sat, before we even pulled out onto the road, he was sitting there, and I'm like, what? What is it? He said, I should go back and try to help him. I said, well, if you want to, go ahead, go back and help him. And, it looked like they were packing up. They'd given up. So he said, well, they'd already given up anyway. So.
Yeah, I felt bad for him because this guy had, they had the boat backed in, like Teresa said, and it wouldn't start. So I went over and talked to him about it and told him, offered my non-expert opinion, and he agreed that it seemed like it wasn't getting gas. And this is a pretty little boat. He had rebuilt everything in it and redone the inside, and it was his first trip out with his little family, and the thing wouldn't start. And the kicker is, the guy said he had just started it before they left the house, and it started and ran fine. They back it in the water, and it won't start. So,
isn't that the way with boats? Isn't that how it is? Oh my goodness. Oh well.
So BB, it flooded at your house? Or your yard flooded?
Just
yeah.
flash flood.
Yeah, we
went
have.
Down fast. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
We've had so much rain, it's almost ruined our plants out on the patio. We took a lot of time and put some tomato plants out, and some pepper plants and some petunias and hanging things. And one of the petunia plants looks like it's burned up. It's
like it's gotten too much water.
Yeah, it just looks awful.
Well, this one, Tommy went and picked this a while ago.
Yeah, I picked those off of our plants a while
ago. And they
ago.
smell so pretty.
Oh, it smells like perfume.
I know. But anyway.
Hey, Mom, you suggested some scenery in the chat, so here you go. there's flowers, and the picture of the
We put
Southern
the
Mansion.
picture up. We've been taking it down because the light was shining in it, and maybe we've got it figured out now.
So, Phoebe, what do you have in your garden? What kind of things do you have? Wow, 5 people in the chat.
Well, we're early.
We're early. Yeah, I know we're a little early. Just a few minutes early.
We're early. Low battery. Your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged. It's plugged into a power outlet.
Is it not getting power? The
Are you
Mac
going to
is in
fry
trouble.
green tomatoes? Well, if they don't turn red, we will. We had our first tomato tonight at dinner.
She picked our first tomato off the
It was
one
so
of the plants,
good.
and it was good. It was really good. It wasn't very big, but it was good and ripe, and it was good. So, hey, Michelle. Michelle's Tasty Dishes is here with us.
Hi, Michelle.
I know we're a little early, but
Yeah.
we were just anxious, and so.
Yes. Don't you do it. Look.
Don't pay him attention.
We have
Sam.
Don't do it, Sam.
Sam. Maybe I should get him something. What do you think? I already gave him
I
something.
know, but
I need to get him like a giant doggy bone.
something.
BB's got tomatoes, peppers. Okay. Will you mind to shut the door?
Yeah, I'll check
No.
it
The dogs, I don't know what's wrong with the dogs. We it's quiet here all day, and then we go to do something, and they go nuts. They're like drunk toddlers. You know what they're like. They're little dogs. Anyway, BB's got tomatoes, peppers, grandpa's corn, blackberries, watermelon, lettuce beet, but it's about all gone now. Potatoes, watermelon. Man, I love watermelon, especially homegrown watermelon. Man, that is my go-to. Kroger's had some good-looking watermelon today, but that's all they had. They didn't have anything else. Hey, Virginia, thank you for coming by. Man, it's so nice that everybody has popped in. So Teresa went to quiet down the dogs. I think she gave them a treat.
Peanut butter pretzels.
Peanut butter pretzels will quiet down a Maltese.
Yes.
It'll quiet me down, because I like them too.
They are good. They are good. I threaten them.
Yeah. Oh,
I got the old water bottle.
Michelle Tasty's Dishes. You guys got to check her channel out. She made some strawberry low carb little like pastry things in one of her recipes, and they look amazing. It looks great.
I haven't seen that one.
I watched it earlier. I guess I don't know where you were, but yeah, that's a great video, a great recipe, Michelle.
Virginia. Did I miss Virginia?
She's here. Virginia's
She
here.
joined.
Yeah,
Wow,
she's here.
that's
Bless
awesome.
her heart.
Hi, Virginia.
Such a good person.
She
you know.
is. We love Virginia. Virginia rocks.
Hey, Robert. Glad you could make it, buddy.
Rogers.
Glad you make it. And I know we're a little early, folks, but we just we were anxious and.
Robert said, Laura and I love fresh watermelon. Oh, we do too.
Yeah.
And we had some good looking
BB
watermelon
has
at the store.
BB has a great garden. They grow all kinds of stuff. Tomatoes,
yeah.
peppers. I'm not sure what Grandpa's corn is.
Yeah, she
And
did.
Grandpa's corn, blackberries. Oh, Grandpa's. Yeah. Corn, blackberries, watermelon. It's all gone.
I don't know if I've ever tried yellow watermelon, Robert, but
Ooh.
they had some yellow or
That might
some
be good.
red watermelon that looked really, really good at the store today. But Tommy said we can't have that because it's too much sugar.
Hi, Betty. Thank you for coming by. So
Hi,
nice.
Betty.
Appreciate everybody coming in the
Yay.
chat. Hey, Jerdy. Thank you for making it, buddy.
Jerdy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Yes. Everything's
Yes,
good.
yes, yes. That's it. Keto low carb strawberry fat bombs. a refreshing summer treat. You're right. I can't wait to try those. I'm gonna get Teresa to make them.
I will. I'll have to look at that tonight. Go get what we need tomorrow. Everybody check her channel out. She's great.
She is. You know, Teresa makes a really great cake that I think she could make it with stevia, and it would be just as good. It's got the what is that nectar stuff you buy to make it with? Apricot.
Oh, it's apricot nectar. It's
Apricot nectar
cake.
Oh, it is. I want to get her to do a video on that. It's the best cake I ever tasted.
It's really good.
It's really moist. I mean, it's really good. Apricot nectar. So you got to do a video on that.
Okay.
You got to do a recipe. It is so good. And I think you could do it with stevia, couldn't you?
I guess I haven't experimented enough with stevia.
I think you could.
But
Well, you're gonna have to if you want
I
to eat
know.
it.
Well, I know. I guess I need to try that.
Hey, Robert, you're welcome here anytime. You're not interrupting anything. We try to stay up with the chat and answer things as they come. You know, answer questions or whatever if somebody's just saying hi. So we've got.
Michelle, it really is. It's really good. And I have a killer coconut cake too. I want to do.
Not to be bragging, but
No, but it really is good.
it's good.
It
It's a
really
good
is
recipe.
good. It really is good.
If you like coconut cake.
If you
which-
like coconut cake, I know people
You know,
either love
lots of
coconut or they hate it. So, and I understand.
Melinda,
Is Melinda?
she's here. She's
Where?
here.
I don't see. Oh, hello.
Oh, thank you for
I
staying
see.
up so late. My sissy's in here. She's in the chat. She's in the chat room. She's in the green room.
Yes, she's here.
Yes. She said yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes. So yeah, we've had a pretty interesting day. It was so hot outside. Like I said, we went down to watch the boats launch for a little while. Both of us had the day off, but Teresa had a dentist appointment early this morning, and so that we did that, and we found a great little place for lunch. It's a little mom and pop place over in Goodlettsville. You know, it's called Liz's Cafe, and it's a meat and three, and so I've been kind of watching my weight and on diet and stuff, and the food is really great. They don't put any sugar in the veggies. You know, a lot of these places around here, they dump sugar in their vegetables. This place doesn't, and it's so good.
Yeah, so many people around here want to put a lot of sugar in their green beans. And stuff.
I wasn't raised that
I
way.
mean, I know my mama used to put like maybe a sprinkle of sugar, just to wake it up, you know. But you couldn't taste it. But they put a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Hey, Cards, thank you for being here, buddy. Yeah, we did start a little early. We got anxious and wanted to talk to everybody and say hi, and wanted everybody to say hi to us.
Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes.
Yeah. Mom said she lost us. She took her iPad to the kitchen. Well, you can't cook with an iPad. Go back to the other room with your iPad. Hey, BB, do I have any memories about Keith Whitley? You know, I only met Keith and played for him very few times, and I didn't know him very well. However, I've been friends with Lori Morgan, who was married to Keith. I've been friends with her for probably 40 some odd years and played, you know, music with her. And we've known each other since we were teenagers. And great lady, great voice. And but not, you know, Keith Whitley he's one of my favorite country singers. You know, as far as country music goes, he was a great one.
Yeah, it was. We had him on Nashville News a lot too at that time. Do you remember where you were when you heard he died? You know, everybody remembers where they were when they heard it.
I think I was out on the road with the Whites.
I was working at Channel 4.
Yeah, I was on the road with the Whites.
It's funny how you remember stuff like that. But and we all knew Lori because she was on Ralph Emery's morning show, local show.
Yeah.
Here in Nashville, and we all knew her.
Oh,
and so,
Oh, Michelle's she says she has more keto, low carb stuff coming.
oh, well,
Michelle will
please
be,
show us because
we're
I
not
need to
gonna miss a
learn how to do
video.
that. I need to learn how to do that.
and these I found these things. These things are so good. If you want something bubbly with no artificial sweetener or sugar, they're really great. And I think there was like 8 of them for $2.50. So yeah.
So Michelle, do you ever cook with stevia or an artificial sweetener or anything like that? I've never really done it, and I need to learn. Other than to use, like, if your cake calls for Jell-O or something, use the low fat and use maybe a low fat. I don't know.
Oh, BB still has the recordings from Nashville Now with Keith on VHS.
Really?
And
How
a
about
lot
that?
of them are on YouTube now. You probably didn't know that. Well, you guys got to know that Teresa was a camera operator on that show, and so,
Yeah.
when you see that, she put it on there. There was something that. Oh, Cardinal. I wanted to thank you for posting about our channel on the Steel Guitar Forum. I appreciate it so much. I mean, I think it's actually helped us get some subscribers. Just appreciate that so much. Oh,
Yes,
and
thank
also,
thank you.
your the comment on one of our Nashville downtown excursions about getting on the party wagon party bus to see the debauchery. We could hear the debauchery sitting in the truck. I mean, next to us, people screaming and yelling, and
You'll get behind one of those buses and everybody's waving at you and yelling at you and stuff. And so Tommy's like, "No, I can't stand anything," and I'm like, "Hi."
So,
He did, didn't he?
I never heard that.
I have. He used to imitate Ralph Stanley. He sure did.
Well, he worked in
Yeah.
Keith Whitley and Ricky Skaggs started out in Ralph Stanley's band. So, and it's funny, they both became great big country music stars.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, using straight up stevia is best. She uses stevia.
So, I mean, like the measurement, as opposed to say let's just say you use a cup of
Measures
sugar.
just like sugar.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. Michelle, thank you.
All right.
Thank you for that advice, because
Can get it granular and okay.
I'm really trying to lose weight and not go on any diabetic medicine. So that's great.
So, should I try the coconut? No, the nectar.
The nectar, yeah, with
The
stevia.
apricot nectar.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Now, I want you to do that tonight. I think as soon as we get with the chat, we should probably just do that now. No. So we've got 640 in the chat. No, I'm sorry. That's the clock. I'm sorry. There's no way. We do have 16 in the chat and no thumbs up. What the heck? We need those thumbs up, so we need.
Well, where do you see the? We don't have any thumbs up. What's up?
Well,
guys?
refresh. You may. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Let's check
You
yours.
don't have any.
Let's check and see. Let's see. Mine might be. We got one thumbs up, so that's good.
Okay.
Are we that boring? I think we are. So I was listening to Big Hits on Big City Show. I know you love that record. Oh yeah. Cardinal, that is amazing. The record still stands up today. If you guys go on YouTube and want to hear a really great steel guitar player who's been passed away for many years, but one of the innovators, his name was Curly Chalker. If you're interested in steel guitar at all, which I played, this guy was a big influence on me. His name is Curly Chalker. You can YouTube him. He's just out of this world great.
So Virginia, she gave us 5 thumbs up.
Virginia gave us 5 thumbs up. So someone asked us about the Grand Ole Opry. Of course, what we thought we'd do is let everybody who's interested know who's going to be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Grand Ole Opry, the Tuesday night Opry. and it's on Sirius Radio, Willie's Roadhouse. I think it's channel 59, or you can tune in on 650S WSM AM radio.
Here's Bill Anderson.
Tell them who's on tomorrow night.
Bill Anderson, Tennille Arts.
Yes.
Do you know who that? Okay.
Yell at them.
Darius Rucker, Del McCory. Yes.
Which I
Henry
love.
Cho, which is a comedian.
Henry
He's
Cho's funny.
hilarious.
Fun guy.
And Linda Davis.
Linda Davis is great. She used to sing with Reba. I guess, does she still?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Darius Rucker's going to. Here's the bad news is, I won't be on tomorrow night. I got hired. I had to send a sub for myself tomorrow night because I got hired to play on Chris Jansen's new record, which I'm really excited about. If you don't know who Chris Jansen is, Google him. He is he's a fantastic singer, entertainer, and he's on his way to being a huge star. He's had a bunch of number ones on record, on radio, country radio, and I was honored enough to get the call to go work on his new album to come out tomorrow night. I get to work on his album while somebody else plays at the Opry for me. So
There you go.
which happens from time to time.
Yeah. And Friday night, Terry Bradshaw's going to be there. I guess
Terry
with
Bradshaw's
his
going to be at
daughter.
the Opry.
Yeah, with Rachel Bradshaw. I guess
Rachel
Is
Bradshaw
Rachel
must be
his
his
daughter?
daughter. I haven't
guess.
Googled that.
It could be his wife. I don't know.
No, I'm sure it's his
She
daughter.
looks pretty young. I think it's probably his daughter.
Tommy Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guitar player, solo guitar player, Tommy Emmanuel. This is Friday night, if
Mhm.
you want to tune into the Opry.
Who's Chris Bandy? Bandy. Do you know who? He's going to be on Friday night.
Who?
Bruce Bandy.
Chris Bandy.
Chris Bandy.
Yeah, I don't know him. I'm not familiar
Yeah.
with him.
And then Bruce Robeson and Kelly Willis will be on as
Yeah.
well.
Hey, BB, sometimes now that the mask mandate and the testing and everything is opened up here in Nashville and the Opry is at full capacity. It seats 4,400 people and it's standing room only every show. But now that everything's opened up, the Grand Ole Opry is allowing some artists to bring their own bands that travel the road with them. And sometimes I will play with them, sometimes I will not. It depends on what songs they do and if they actually need a steel guitar. They might bring a steel guitar, I don't know. But I'm there regardless and usually play with just about everybody. And it's a welcome break for me to see somebody bring a band because I do lots of homework every day. I mean, for one Grand Ole Opry show, I'll spend 4 hours, sometimes 5, behind the computer at my desk, making music charts and prepping for that show. So it's a welcoming thing to see other musicians be brought in, and it gives them a chance to, they've been loyal to their boss, who's the artist, for years, and it's nice for the artist to let them come play the Grand Ole Opry. It's a special thing. So that's all good to me, and it gives me a little bit of a break as well. So that's a good thing.
Ashley's World. Hi. How are you doing?
Hey, Ashley, thank you for coming by.
Absolutely.
Kenny, I think hasn't done the Opry in probably over a decade. Kenny Chesney, I played on his earlier records back when you and I first got married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many years ago, I played on an album called Songs from an Old Blue Chair, and there was an Island album that I played on. But no, Kenny never makes it to the Opry for some reason.
Yeah. Steve Earle did a bluegrass album with Dale McCoury. I like Steve Earle when he does bluegrass. I really do.
Yeah, I got to play with Steve a few months back during COVID.
Ashley said, who was it that said that? Oh, BB, Tommy, I saw you Saturday night with just guys like Tracy Lawrence bring their own bands.
Yeah, I answered
Oh,
that.
you did? Okay.
Yeah. Now, sometimes I'll play with Tracy. It depends on what songs he does. Tracy and I are friends.
I've seen you play with him.
It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, Cardinal, thank you so much. Honey, you mentioned comedians
Oh.
on the Opry. Can you tell me again who's on Friday night?
Friday night, Gary Mule Deer.
Gary Mule Deer. You guys got to check out the Opry.
He's funny.
This guy is so funny.
No.
We were talking about politicians this morning, and at lunch at this little restaurant we ate, they were talking about it, and I was reminded of a joke that Gary Mule Deer tells, and I don't think he would mind me repeating it. I mean, it's a public trough. He said that every politician should serve 2 terms, one in office and one in prison. I just think that's hysterical.
Good. I do too. It's the truth. I remember Tim McGraw's dad, Tug, when he played with the Phillies. Really? Wow. What years was that when he played with the Phillies? It had to have been a long time ago.
Tug? I don't know.
Tug McGraw, yeah.
I don't know when that
I don't know
was. You could
either.
probably Google it.
Yeah.
Cards, it wouldn't take much to show me up at my age, and I'm slowing down a little bit. I can still cut the mustard, but not so fast.
More than cut the mustard. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yes, send them all the jellies in.
So you saw Tracy at your fair a few years ago. He's really good. He's had some good songs, hasn't he? And I love his voice. Ashley's World. I'm coming to the Opry soon. Yay! I think you'll really have a good time. Have you ever been before?
You're gonna love it. The Opry is such a unique. It's a magical place now. Really, it is really just to walk in the foyer and the lobby, and there's some virtual things. There's a movie theater that you can go sit in. It's a good sized theater and watch a quick, I think it's 10-minute thing on the Grand Ole Opry, and it features the Opry band, it features me. It's a really neat little thing before you go into the Opry, and the gift shop is amazing. The concession stand is amazing. They have amazing food. It's just and the Opry is really a special place.
So Steve Earle was talked to you a long time after the show. BBBB. That's really nice when they spend time with fans after the show. And Tug played in the late '60s through the '70s. Did you see Gene Murphy, our brother-in-law?
Gene, is he on here? Where?
He said LOL.
Gene Murphy. Gene. Good to see you in here, buddy. Can't wait to see you in person.
I know.
Yeah.
Y'all need to bring the dogs and come on down.
Yeah, come on. We got plenty of room. Got a 4,000 square foot house with nobody but her and I in it.
Yeah, we really need to downsize. We only had 4 kids, but they never visit.
No.
They got their own lives now. Oh well. Oh goodness.
It's so nice to see Ashley's World in here. I know she's goes on other people's chats. I really appreciate the stopping
Oh,
in.
I know. We sure do.
We appreciate everybody stopping by. It means so much to us.
Did Ashley say when she's going to the Opry? She doesn't know when, I guess. She just knows they're coming.
No. Well,
Yeah.
You need to let us know. Send me an email through our channel. Let me know. I may be able to do a little something special. It used to be, before COVID, I was allowed guests backstage. That hasn't been reinstated yet. And but when it does, but there may be something else I could do. Just let us know in an email when you think you're going to be coming, Ashley, and we'll see what we can do.
Your mom said, did you notice your sister comment? Yes, we did.
BB. Love you guys, channel.
Oh, BB, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Kill me. That's so
I
nice.
know it.
That's so nice.
Cardin said, Tommy, didn't you set him for Paul with the time jumpers? Oh, he has many times.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I played with the
many
time
times.
jumpers a lot, and it's whenever Paul is not feeling well or he has something else to do, I go play with the time jumpers.
And if y'all are ever in town,
Yeah, they're playing tonight
On
at
a-
3rd and Lindsley.
is it Tuesdays or Mondays?
It's Mondays. Monday nights.
Okay, yeah. And every Monday, and they put on a fabulous show.
The Time
Really
Jumpers.
good.
It's a Western swing
Great
traditional.
musicians.
Yeah, great musicians playing traditional Western swing music.
Mm-hmm.
And the place they play has great food, and it's really safe in a nice
Yeah,
place
it
and a
is.
nice venue. The Time Jumpers at 3rd and
Mhm.
Lindsley. Check out my friend Paul Franklin playing the steel. He is a monster. He is a horrible person, but great
Just
skill
horrible.
player. No, he's a
A
great
little
person.
piece of trivia on that is Miss Jean Huey, who was John Huey's wife. She sits at the door there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Most of y'all probably don't know who she is unless you're still enthusiast, but she's there as well.
Yeah,
And she's so sweet.
yeah, and not to go backwards, but looking at questions about the Opry and things about the Grand Ole Opry, it's open and it's full tilt, and it's so much fun. And so if you come to Nashville, the Grand Ole Opry is the crown jewel of the city. I mean,
It really
that's something
is.
it's a must. There's a lot to do here, but that is, and not because I work there. Not because, I mean, it's really amazing.
We were downtown, looking around and everything in one of our videos, and Tommy made that comment. He said, that everything we do see here. the
Hey,
crown
hey,
jewels
Brian.
on.
Yeah, I knew that you guys had the same initials for you when you post, and I knew you were Brian, and I know the difference between you and Brenda. Where is she? Why is she not here?
Well, she's BBBB, and Brian is.
It's Brian.
Brian.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like us. You'll post something that's T&Me, and then I'll have to go to Teresa White.
No more steel guitar questions. Hey, we love the steel guitar questions, but it takes a little time for us to explain because not everybody knows what the instrument is. So,
Yeah.
So anyway, and you asked, is it in August? In August, there's going to be a big steel guitar bash at Montgomeryville Park, just outside of Nashville, and I was honored enough to get asked to do it. And yeah, I am excited about it, Cards. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a little nervous about it because I haven't played that kind of solos, just me, and I'm, playing instrumental music for a long time. So, but I got time to bone up on it. Who's Tommy's favorite? Is his thought on Lloyd Green? Was he ordered? Lloyd Green is not overrated. Lloyd Green is a bad apple on the pedal steel guitar. There's none better. Lloyd Green is incredible. Big mentor of mine, big influence on me.
Yeah, he really
And
is.
dear friend. The guy is 80 years old and still plays like he's 19. He's incredible.
Tommy named his
My
our
son,
first son
our youngest son, his name is Lloyd.
Lloyd. Yeah.
After Lloyd Green, the great steel guitarist, master musician, world-class musician. Yeah, Brian, I hear she wanted her own channel. Yeah, Teresa's got her own channel, and actually, I got my own subscription too. But I don't, we usually use this together,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand, Brian.
Oops, sorry.
Happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy life. We know that.
Exactly.
They should serve 2 terms, one in office and one in jail. No, that's politicians. That's not wives. Sorry about that.
It might be husbands. Oh, be sure to play walk through this world with me.
Hey, no problem, Brian Baker. No problem, buddy. No problem. If everybody liked the same thing, everybody'd be after my wife. For all I know, they might be. We just got a text. Yeah, I can't read it right now because we're on the live chat.
Oh, that's regarding
The jazz festival.
The jazz festival.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good news.
Yeah, bring it up.
I'm going to be playing some jazz festivals this year. one in Pismo Beach, California, the Jazz Festival there. It's in October. And then next year, it's a new band. We don't even have a name yet. It's just and some of the guys out of the Time Jumpers, and Danny Coots that plays drums, a jazz drummer that we've recorded in New York many times. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on that when that comes about.
Yeah, in July of next year, Evergreen, Colorado.
Evergreen Jazz Festival.
Evergreen
But
Jazz Festival.
in October, it'll be Pismo Beach, California. So if I've got any friends there, or if Teresa and I have any subscribers from Pismo Beach, the Jazz Festival, I'm going to be there. And Teresa's going to go with me.
Or fly out. Yes, I'm going. Yes. I'm going to tear Pismo up while he's working.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Pismo Beach.
Somebody stole Teresa's identity, but they're spending less, so I'm just going to let it ride for a while.
It's really fun getting you. Glenn Flynn, hello there. Well,
Hey, Glenn.
it's a good chat. Yes, it is. It's a great chat. I'm enjoying it too.
Thanks, Glenn.
Yes.
I know it's sometimes it slants towards what I do for a living, and that's okay. We understand that. But the channel is really about if you guys check out our videos, we have videos about everything under the sun, and we appreciate everybody watching the videos. And we've got some, even the older videos are great. And not because we made them, but the subject matter is good, and the video was really pretty video. And there's one of the Opryland Hotel we did that Teresa shot the video for. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just beautiful, beautiful camera work.
Oh, sweet. Cardinal Teresa, what does your hat say? Okay. We love going to Florida.
We love Florida.
Yeah, we love Florida. And we go to this little place in Panama City Beach called Hunt's Oyster Bar. And
Hunt's
Hunt's
Oyster
Oyster Bar. It says eat 'em raw, which I won't do.
No, we don't need.
I just like the hat because it had pink rose. It's black and it's pink rose.
Hunt's Oyster Bar, Panama City Beach, Florida.
We love that place.
It's actually in Panama City. It's not on the beach. It's in Panama.
Yeah, it's in
But
Panama
it's
City.
that place. Oysters Rockefeller is about
Oh,
my favorite
goodness,
thing.
yes, we love it.
It's grilled oysters. They're on the half shell. They put spinach and Parmesan cheese on it, and put it on a cracker.
Mm-hmm. They have them several different ways, though. I mean, they have them like with jalapeno peppers, which I like. That's one of my favorites. But we love that place. And I think they had a rough time when they had the hurricane down there, but they pulled back out, I believe, and they're up and running.
Hey, Brian Baker, I did see something about the UFOs, and there's some kind of investigation going on in the Senate with UFOs now. And, I kind of used to keep up with that.
What are y'all talking about?
Well, Brian asked if we heard the news about the UFOs.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think they're going to find out that Roswell was a real deal, and there were aliens on that ship. That's what I think, but,
Melinda, love you guys heading to bed. Not sis.
Thank you for coming by, sis.
Sweet dreams. Glenn Flynn plays still.
Of course he does.
He says, well, I own a steel.
He plays I Knew That. He came to see it. He came to see me when I was, we did a trip. I did some gigs in Ireland with Vince Gill.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I met
That's
Glenn.
right.
Yeah.
Man.
Cardinal, that's funny. You think you had a good time from what you remember. Yeah. I've done that a few times myself. Not anymore, though.
Man, we love the beach. We just love the beach. I would, Tommy's mama, Jan.
Yeah, my mom is from
Yeah.
St. Petersburg, Tampa area. And,
Yeah.
That's actually where my mom's from.
Uh-huh.
It's my favorite part of Florida. It's the most beautiful place. It's, it's close to Sankey Island and Clearwater, and it's just beautiful down there.
Brian Baker, I'm actually at Gary
Gary
Carter's.
He says, "Hey, Gary Carter's."
Oh.
Hey, well, hey, Gary. Say hey to Gary. Is he too good? Is Gary too good to get on the chat
Yeah.
and hit that thumbs up and subscribe? Gary, I'm going to see you at the Opry soon. You know I am. You better subscribe and hit that thumbs up, pal. Now, if everybody doesn't know, Gary Carter plays steel guitar for Connie Smith, an Opry star. I don't know if people in here are old enough to know who that is, but Gary's a great steel player as well.
I'm too old for serious inebriation now.
I'm too old for anything serious at all. I'm with you, Cards.
Me too. Brian says he's laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, those Carter boys are some of my favorite people and musicians. Love Jimmy and Gary both. They're just salt of the earth, good people and great musicians.
Wow.
If you guys want to hear some good country music, check out a Connie Smith YouTube from the Opry and her steel player Gary Carter play. Man, that's the beans.
Cardinal said Gary Carter is a monster steel player.
Yeah, he is.
His CD is awesome.
Yeah.
He's so smooth.
Yes, he is. You're right, Cards. He's
compliment.
He's incredible. That's why Gary needs to be in this chat, because people say hi to him.
Yeah.
Gary, it's not too late. It's never too late. You can join the chat.
Yes. You can subscribe if you have. You subscribed?
Gary, you better subscribe to this channel. I know you're boss.
How many thumbs up do we have?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Well,
There's 660 in the chat. No, there's not.
You're wrong.
I wonder what happened to our friends at Vacation Station TV. He usually.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff usually pops in.
And his sister.
And his sister. What's her name? Laura? I can't think.
You're putting me on the spot.
I can't think of her name right off the bat. I wish I could think of that.
I'm pitiful. I'm
Oh, so also, do you have another video coming out pretty soon? Like a part 2? Who is that?
That's your dogs.
Oh. So I think you do have a video.
I do. I have another part coming out of the what's the name of that place? Downtown.
The Assembly.
The Assembly Food Hall.
The Assembly Food Hall.
In
This
downtown
place is
Nashville.
in downtown Nashville.
Wait till you see what we got.
Unbelievable
You're
place.
just not
Wait
going
till
to
you see
believe
that
it.
video.
You're not going to believe what we did. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. But I was working on that. I've almost got it edited, so it should be coming out soon. I'm still working on the cornbread salad video too, so it should be coming out.
DP Mark, thank you so much. Thank you for jumping in on the chat. Yeah, those videos we did on TVN and the Johnny Cash video, we felt like we could have done a better job.
We do, and we're going to.
Because we knew a lot more about the situation than what we said at the time. And we just didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings or speak out of school. And we're going to redo some of those. But it is a very interesting story. If for those watching, we did a video and a vlog about Johnny Cash and June Carter, and went to their house. It had burned down, and we've known them forever. We used to see Johnny Cash in the grocery store and talk, and he would pat our kids on the head and give them quarters and everything else. I mean, he's just a really great man. And anyway, we did a little vlog on where Johnny Cash and June Carter are buried, and of course Merle Kilgore's buried really close to him. So we did a little vlog on that, and it did really well, and we didn't know it would do well, so we're kind of wishing we would have done a better job. And we may redo that and do another one and do it better. And some people are into that and some are not, because there's some morbidity about it, something morbid, but we did it in more of celebration and respect. You know, that's kind of what we did.
BB, we will keep your mom in our prayers. I hope it's a routine surgery, you said.
It's Brian.
I hope it.
Brian, how old is your mom? And we will absolutely, we keep people in our prayers. I mean,
Absolutely.
we believe. We're believers.
Yeah.
You know.
And I just speaking of all that, my sister had her first radiation treatment today, and it went well.
Yeah, we'd like.
She
to
said
ask
it was
you,
scary. But,
yeah, we'd like to ask you to keep Teresa's sister.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm going to go on. It's Phyllis. If you keep Phyllis, and it's like my friend Cardinal said, Jesus knows her name.
That's right.
That's right. So
that's right.
You know, when you're praying for somebody, good Lord knows who we're praying for.
That's right. But we will definitely keep her in our prayers as well. But yeah, we need to.
She's 75. Well, that's not very old nowadays. So.
No, my sister's 73,
Yeah.
I believe.
I'm 61.
Too,
so we will absolutely pray for her.
Absolutely. As an overtired nurse,
it might be a good idea to stay close. It's always good to stay close to the man upstairs, no doubt.
That's right, absolutely.
Mom said it right. You're right,
she
Mom.
Did. Yes, absolutely.
Mom, you're right. You always are.
She's so wise. Yeah. And she's seen her share in the ER.
Oh yeah, my mom was a nurse.
She has seen it all. Some of the stories she can tell. And I know. She talks about how when the moon's full, they would have a lot of crazy things happening in the emergency department. And I know that as well, working for the police department when I did the full moon. Oh my goodness. Crazies came out.
Yeah, they do come out.
Yeah, they do.
I can tell you about that too.
Thank you, Cardinal. I appreciate your reviews.
And yes, Cardinal, I use a web at the Grand Ole Opry and about everywhere, except here at home in my little music room. We turned our formal living room, it's kind of our office and music room, because I couldn't carry the steel guitar and equipment up and down the steps to get to the bonus room. So the bonus room's empty with all the kids being gone. I haven't been up there in 5 years. I'm afraid to even go up there and look what's happened to it. I probably should, but anyway, here at home I practice through a little Fender amplifier. It's a Fender, what is it? Oh, it's a Fender Blackface Reissue Deluxe. It's got the sweetest sound. It's a sweet little sound of that. Fender amps are really good. But yeah, I still use the web at the Opry, and they're workhorses. Man, I love them.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you so much. And I know she appreciates that as well. Which one did you have repaired the other day?
I had the little Fender amp repaired. It quit working, and it turns out that they used some corroded parts right off the shelf. In today's times, that'll happen. People that don't normally, they hire a worker to assemble something, and they don't know what they're assembling. They just grab parts, and they don't know if the parts are bad or not when they put them together. But anyway, it's all good now. It's fixed, and it was under warranty, and they fixed it for free. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
But you know what, Cardinal? I've been playing through the amp at the Opry since 1998, and it was even in the flood. It was covered with water. They let it dry out, and it still worked. I'm still playing through it to this day.
Isn't that amazing?
It went through the flood, and it still works and sounds great. It's never had anything done to it. I think they actually washed it out with water because it was already wet anyway. And then they let it dry for 6 weeks, turned it on. It sounded better than it ever did.
Crazy.
Yeah, I lost some guitars in the flood here. Was that 2011? When
I
was
don't
that?
remember, but
I lost all kinds of stuff in that flood.
a lot of the pictures that came out of the Opry House, one was a picture of his guitar, and the water was up. Was it up to the
Oh yeah,
over the?
yeah. I had a vinyl cover that I put over my steel guitar when I leave the Opry after a show, and the flood was so deep when they went in there, and they had people go in the Grand Ole Opry in canoes with the little lights on their hat, and they took pictures and sent me a picture of my steel guitar. And you could see the vinyl cover was just floating and hung on one of the tuning keys, just floating around the steel. It was underwater.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that has that still and is still playing it today.
And it sounds wonderful.
Rusty Dan Meyer. Rusty Dan Meyer
Yes.
plays still. I think he played for Lee and all that for a while or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, cards. It was at the Opry. It still works and sounds great. And I have a web here at home that I use if I go out and play road dates with Vince Gill or Steve Warner or the Gatlins or something, which I do occasionally, and that's what I use. Thanks everybody for listening to me ramble on about steel guitar. So sorry. Anything you want to know, I'll let you know. Anything about the Opry, anything about cooking, whatever. We're just here to serve.
That's right. I'm anxious though to get in the kitchen after Michelle said you know I need to get some of the granulated stevia sugar because I imagine
Yeah.
it would measure the same.
Yeah, and stevia it's not really an artificial sweetener. I think it's a real
Yeah,
deal.
like sweet and low. I think that's probably not too good for you. I don't know for a heard, but
Hey, Brian Baker, yeah. NASA hat. See, I know a little bit about UFOs.
Where did you get that?
I bought me and our son Austin one of these hats in Florida.
I remember that. I sure do.
And I think Austin still wears his.
Gary Hamlin, do you have any Emmons guitars? Do you have any Emmons guitars?
No, Gary. I have, let's see. I have 5 Mullen guitars, and I have 1 Sheffield guitar that was made by my dear friend Dave Wheelhouse in Southampton, England. It's a fabulous guitar. It has actual, the bright work was done by Rolls-Royce. I mean, it's an incredible instrument, but it's very heavy. I can't even lift it. It weighs 110 pounds. So it stays in my music room, and I go by and look at it and play it every once in a while.
It's gorgeous.
It is a beautiful
It's just
instrument.
gorgeous.
But
I love
I've been
it.
playing Mullen guitars. You know, I started my career here in Nashville on a Mullen guitar, and I switched around and I played Emmons, and I think Emmons guitars are great. You know, but I'm just comfortable with Mullen guitars, the way they work and the way they sound, and
Cardinal, what did I promise? No more steel guitar questions. Somebody stop me.
Yeah, it's okay, Cardinal, it's fine. Oh, Betty, thank you. Betty Ragler, that is so nice. Thank
And
you.
BBBB
Yeah.
country song is in the same with a steel guitar. No, it's
That's right,
Jeanette, thank you.
Oh, it's
I
so
try.
nice. Thanks,
I
Mom.
don't cook like I used to though.
Yeah, I mean, it's everybody on this channel. I mean, if you look at the videos and if you see me in other people's chats, you know what Teresa and I do. You know, we met. I was in the house orchestra of a television show on the National Network. She was a camera operator. That's how we met. We were friends, I guess, 7 or 8 years, for years and years. And yeah, we knew each other for years.
Yeah.
And I played on other shows that I'm sure she was the camera operator on that we didn't know each other. You know, like New Country and
Absolutely.
there was a bunch of shows.
On stage. Bunch of shows. Absolutely.
Yeah, Brian is the country song. You know what? I have to play all kinds of music. And but my heart, I like bluegrass, I like traditional country, and I like jazz. I love jazz. And so, you know, I realize now the way country music is, it's not really what our generation and some younger people don't understand it. But let the kids have it, have their fun. There's still room for us. We're still making country music, and you know, like the Grand Ole Opry, you won't be disappointed going there. Yeah, they have some of the younger, new artists that you know they call country that we may not think it's our kind of country, but they're really, some of them are really good. But we still have the great traditional country artists on as well, and bluegrass, and real picking and singing, real good musicians. So anytime you come to Grand Ole Opry, you're going to be entertained. It's amazing. Yes. Hey, Cardinal, send us an email to our channel email address, which is yeah. It's advent@yahoo.com. ADVENT.
S, isn't it?
Yes, Advents. Yeah, Advents@yahoo.com. ADVENTS@yahoo.com. Send us an email. And our P.O. box is T&Me TV, P.O. Box 331, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37077.
Yes.
37077. And keep those cards and letters coming. We
Absolutely.
love them. We love it.
Yes.
And we do reply. We read everything and reply, and yeah. So, you know, if you want to send us a letter or whatever, we enjoy getting letters and postcards in the PO box. We love it. And if you forget it, didn't write it down. If you go to our channel and up at the top where it says About, if you smack the About, it'll show you our email address and our PO box. How to find us, how to get a hold of us, and get in contact with us.
Cardinal, my fried pie recipe, it was my mother's. She always made fried pies when I was growing up. And I meant to put that in that video, and I need to check that. There's some things I need to do.
Yeah, see, when she did that back not long after we started the channel, the fried pie video. So we've learned a lot since our older videos, and how to put stuff in the description box, and how to tell you to locate information. You know, I mean, we're still learning. This is it was a lot to take on. I didn't realize how much work you have to do to make this happen. But we're loving it. We enjoy it so much.
Oh yes, I really enjoy it. But my mama, she would make, you know, like for our, you know, when we were in school, she would always make, you know, how, you know, the parents' moms would make treats for the kids to sell for fundraisers and stuff. She would always make fried pies. And her fried pies were always the first to go. They were always so good. And she'd make donuts. She'd make all kinds of stuff. Regular pies.
And your fried pies are just the bomb.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Let's see.
Gary Hamlin, do you use any delay?
Gary, I use whatever the song calls for or whatever in my mind. I very seldom use any effects on the steel guitar. Just maybe a little amp reverb. Unless I'm having to maybe copy somebody else's record or something, and the skills maybe have delay on it or reverb or distortion. But I'm a big fan of not using any of that. I like just a little amp reverb and the natural sound of the instrument. And that goes with any instrument. I don't care for effects too much. But I realize in this day and age, you know, you got to keep up with times and do what the young folks like.
BB, I'm a bluegrass nut. I love bluegrass music.
That's Brian.
And
Brian, Brenda's out
said
somewhere.
always like folk.
He ran Brenda off.
Yeah. Well, I'm.
Brian, did you make Brenda mad? Has she gone off to?
di- where I'm from in Arkansas, is Mountain View, Arkansas, close by. I mean, I'm actually from a little town called 56, like the number 56. 15 miles from 56 is a town called Mountain View. And that is where the Ozark Folk Center is located. And I know all about folk music. And
it's, you know, coincidental would have it is I played at that center where she's talking about and didn't know she was from there back in the 80s. So, yeah, that was.
I know. And then on Friday nights at the Court Square, Friday and Saturday nights, they have music on the Court Square there. It's really quite a place to visit. If you haven't been to Mountain View, Arkansas, up in the Ozarks, you should go. And we have a beautiful cave there called Blanchard Springs Caverns. And if you've ever been in any caves, if you haven't been to that one, you need to go because it's the prettiest cave I've ever seen.
Arkansas's got some beautiful, especially where she's from. The country around there is beautiful and a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
And the people are so good.
And it's exactly, and it's what's called a living cave, and it's wet. I mean, there's water dripping everywhere. And it's still growing, and it's gorgeous. It really is. Fridays Forever. Hi.
Hey, DP Mark wants to know, when did TV? Let's see. Oh, he's talking about TNN, the national network. When did it close down?
TBN or TNN?
I think he means TNN. TBN's still going.
Yeah.
It's still happening. TBN.
The national network was sold.
And it closed. They actually shut down operations over at the Opry probably in 2000. Or earlier. Maybe 1998.
Probably. It was probably about 99.
99 they shut operations. But anyway, we sure missed that network. But hey, I'm on 3 different networks right now, 7 days a week. So,
Fridays Forever. It's so good to see y'all.
Fridays Forever. Thank you all for
so
coming by.
Hey, everybody. Subscribe to Fridays Forever.
Fridays
if you haven't
Forever.
checked out their channel, you need to. They are awesome.
They're the sweetest people, and they do the most fun videos and informative videos.
And they're just sweet, precious, godly people.
Yeah, and they base themselves. A lot of the videos are based around the Smoky Mountains, and they did Myrtle Beach a while back, which was very interesting. And they did some great videos, and they're just you feel like when you watch their videos. They make you feel so at home, like them. There's those kind of people. You trust them with your kids. They're that kind of people.
Yeah. Cardinal, I'm telling everyone I'm on a diet. Why are you doing that? And you want the fried pie recipe?
I keep telling everyone I'm on a diet, but they look at me and they go, "No, he's not. He's not on a diet." And I'm like, "Yes, I am. No, you're not on a diet. I can tell."
Baby, no, she's running errands.
Oh, she's running errands.
Oh, okay.
So,
Flynn, good night. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure it is getting late.
Flynn, our friend in Ireland, thank you for coming by, man.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. And
we
it
enjoyed you
means a
being
lot.
here.
We know
Thank
it's an
you.
awkward, weird time for you to have to join the chat, but it means so much to us that you do, especially being in Ireland. We really appreciate it.
All about the Smokies. Hey. Good to see you.
Where have you been? Bob, we started early, Bob. Hey, everybody. All about the Smokies.
Yes.
Great channel. You know what? Teresa and I, we make it a point to mention and try to, we advocate subscribing to our friends' channels.
Yes.
That's kind of what our chats are about, because we have channels we love that we know if people saw them, they would love them too.
I know.
Check out All About the Smokies. And yes, everybody that we mentioned, they're people you could leave your kids with. I mean, they're just, the best people in the world. But All About the Smokies, that's really great stuff.
BB and DP Mark says, hello, Fridays. So they're familiar with Fridays. Cardinal,
Oh, you're thinking about Wanda Vick Cards. Her name was Wanda Vick. Great fiddle player. And I see her occasionally now. We'll work on a recording session together or something. But yeah, she's great.
Bye Fridays. Thank you for stopping in. We sure appreciate it.
Bye Fridays. Thank you again. Really
Yes.
appreciate that. So
Thank
kind.
you for all your great videos.
Love your
We
video
them.
channel. Love it.
Yes. DP Mart says all about Smokies. Hi.
Yeah.
How about Ralph Emery? Is he doing well? Last time I saw him on some video somewhere,
By the
and
way,
he did not look well.
Gary Hamlin, thank you for
But I
coming
think I
by
saw
in the
him.
chat. That means so much. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's
Go ahead.
okay. I saw him on a post from one of his sons at their grandchild's or grandson's graduation, I guess. And he looked pretty frail, but
He's old.
he is. He is. He's getting up there.
Shit, I'm old.
But
I'm
I
old.
think he's still doing great, I'm not sure how old Ralph is right now.
He's got to be in his 80s.
Oh, he's getting.
Hey, all about the Smokies. We're just speaking the truth. You have a great channel and you're wonderful people.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm all about this. I'm all about the Smokies. Cardinal said.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I know.
great. So,
Yes.
hey, Bob. I don't know when you're going to be in there, July, but we're talking about maybe taking a couple days in the Smokies in July. So maybe we could do lunch or dinner, or we're big fans of Jeff's at Vacation Station TV too. We're good friends. We always try to hook up with them, and we usually go to J. Dell's Pizza. It's our favorite pizza.
Yes, we love it. Maybe you can join us.
Maybe I'll have lost some weight by then and can have some
And then
pizza.
we can, we'll have a pizza feast.
I need some pizza.
Bob says he's got to go. Can't stay, unfortunately. Just saw the alert and want to say hello. Well, thank you.
Bob,
We really
thank you so
appreciate it.
much. All about the Smokies,
Yay.
everybody. Great channel.
He says, hey, DP Mark. Wanda Vick. Yes, Cardinal says. That's her. She's amazing, isn't she? She really is.
Wanda, yeah.
She really is.
She's not so much on steel guitar. Great fiddle player, great mandolin player. No, I don't know. I guess she plays okay steel. I don't know.
Well, she would tell you that. She'd tell you that.
Yeah, Wanda's a very sweet person.
Yes,
Her and her
she
husband
really
are.
is. Mm-hmm.
I don't think she even owns a steel guitar now. I hope not.
Oh,
I'm
you were
I'm
mean.
kidding.
Goodness. Wow.
Oh, the pizza place. It's on Teasters Avenue. DP.
Teasters?
DP. It's on Teasters Avenue.
Teasters.
J. Dell's.
Yeah,
If you go into the first way you can get on Teasters, like you're coming from Sevierville, headed to Pigeon Forge, you turn left on the Teasters. And you follow it around to the Mountain Monster thingy.
It's right across the street from the Mountain Monster.
It's right across the street from the
That
mountain.
big ride that's swinging.
It's in a little strip mall. Barton, can I play tomorrow night?
And Vince Marino. Where was he?
I don't know.
We have to check on it.
Anyway, I don't know what it is. Anyway, J. Dell's.
Yes.
It's in a little strip mall, right there on Teasters. It's absolutely hands down the best pizza I've ever had in my life, and I've had pizza all over the world, and I'm not lying. I've had pizza all over the world.
Good. And they use the sausage that I guess you slice it off. I don't know. It is amazing. It is so good.
I hear you, Cardinal. She can have one of mine too, as long as she doesn't play it. I'm kidding. Yeah, I think she might be pretty good. Hey, Gary Hamlin, thanks for coming by. Good night, buddy.
Gary.
Good night, Gary. Have a good evening. Have a safe week.
Yeah. But
Hey, Nicholas, your buddy's in here.
Nick, I see him on mine.
Nick.
Where'd he go?
Coupan?
Cup. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick. Thanks for coming by.
You know what?
I'll work with him at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I don't know how you can be so nice to my wife the way she acts to you.
What? Guys, I can't say his name. You couldn't say it
Thanks for
either.
coming by there.
Capianen, something like that. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you stopping by.
Well, I guess we're at the end of our run. Looks
I
like
have so many stills. They're starting to embezzle. They're starting to embezzle from me.
yeah, they will. Yeah,
They'll do that.
just changing the strings on the guitars, I can't stand. Well, everybody, I guess
Yeah.
we've said enough and got to visit with y'all. It's our privilege to visit with you guys.
Yes.
If everybody would smash a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed.
Yes.
And we know there's people that watch that don't subscribe. You know, in fact, and that's the way it is with most YouTube channels. People will watch a video and not subscribe and not hit any buttons or whatever. Hit the don't like button. It doesn't matter to me which buttons you hit. But we would like for you to subscribe and comment. And if there's something you want to see, I mean, here in Nashville, we have access to about everything. So in Nashville, if you're thinking about coming to Nashville and you want to know about something, we're glad to help. But anyway,
We
thanks,
appreciate y'all
Brian.
stopping.
BB. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that so much.
Y'all have a
Say hey to
great
Brenda. Tell her we missed her.
And everyone have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
We will. See you next week. And watch for our new videos. And like and subscribe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.